The Capitol building, our focus next. An important ally of former President Donald Trump faces a potential criminal prosecution for refusing to face questioning and say under oath what he knew about the attack on that building on January the 6th. Steve Bannon is the former White House advisor I'm referencing. He's been found in contempt of Congress by a committee investigating the violence. Susanna De Silva is in our Washington bureau on this story this morning. The contempt finding, it came down very late last night, Susanna, so let us know, what did lawmakers on that committee have to say about finding Bannon in contempt?
Well, they didn't hold back on their accusations of Bannon and Donald Trump and about the message that they were trying to send with what they were trying to do. We heard from the chair, Benny Thompson, a Democrat, who said that Bannon was standing alone in his complete defiance of the committee. Of course, he ignored a subpoena to appear before that committee last week. He said that it was a shame that they were put in this position, but that they would not be stopped. He also went on to say that this is a message to others they want to speak to.
Maybe he's willing to be a martyr to the disgraceful cause of whitewashing what happened on January 6th, or demonstrating his complete loyalty to the former president. So I want our witnesses to understand something very plainly. If you're thinking or following the path Mr. Bannon has gone down, you are on notice that this is what you'll face.
We also heard from one of only two Republicans on that committee, Vice Chair Liz Cheney. She appealed directly to Republicans. She said she believes that they know in their hearts what happened on January 6th was wrong, to stop repeating the lies of Donald Trump that the election was stolen. She also said that the argument being used by Bannon and Trump that executive privilege protects their conversations actually goes to prove that Donald Trump was personally involved in the planning and the attack on January the 6th.
Donald Trump, we know, Susanna, still holds tremendous sway over Republicans in the House and the Senate. So what do we watch for next?
Well, the next step in this process, of course, it is a process, as many things are in the United States. It will go before the House of Representatives for a vote. That's expected to happen tomorrow. It then goes to the Department of Justice, who will then make the final decision on that. Now, we spoke yesterday to the former chief counsel of then President Barack Obama. He now teaches at Harvard Law. He believes that the DOJ and the courts will move quickly on this. He also doesn't buy the argument of executive privilege, that Bannon was not an employee of the White House at the time, and that any conversations Donald Trump was having at that time was as candidate, not in his official presidential role. He also says executive privilege is not designed to cover up illegal wrongdoing.
I would say in the analysis, the need part of it is overwhelming. On the other hand, the desire or the need for confidentiality is really at its minimum, which is that when the communications go to the potential for wrongdoing, those are not the kinds of communications that the executive privilege intends to keep confidential.
He does also point out that this is more of a punitive measure than a compulsory measure, enforcing Bannon to actually provide any information. He does also point out that the maximum sentence for contempt of Congress is a year in prison, but that there is a minimum of 1 month in prison. Heather?
Susanna De Silva in Washington, thank you very much.